Well, the last act I did was dedicated to Ernest Hemingway, and I guess I can give you a little bit of backstory on this one. This story that I wrote was for my college writing final, my freshman year. So I had to write a descriptive narrative, and this is what I came up with in 50 minutes or whatever. And it's called The Perfect Day, and I requested Ryan Brown. Everybody give it up for Ryan Brown. Ryan Brown is going to assist me in acting this out, and so
yeah, Ryan.
I don't think he's really heard this story in a long time, so just bear with him. And then give it up for Peter Schlaybach, one of my close friends.
Yeah! Flash!
Peter is going to be a Flash, yes, Petros, the Rock. He has many names. He's going to be letting you know during interludes, because there's multiple parts to this, and I just really want you guys to feel the emotion as it's happening. So, Peter, you can start us off. It was the perfect day. The golden sun warmed my face, waking me with its presence as it rose softly in the east, and I climbed out of my lofted waterbed bed at the crack of one. As my eyes adjusted instantly to the warm yellow rays of beauty, I proceeded to sing a ballad about perfect mornings with such range that even the angels applauded at its conclusion. I knew days like these only come once a millennium, so I began enjoying it right away. I brewed myself a hot pot of coffee, made entirely out of cream and sugar. I stepped out onto my porch and noticed that the pumpkin pie tree had just brought forth its first fruits, and as I grabbed an entire pie, pre-wrapped and cooled, a turtle dove came and began singing melodiously the entire album from Howard Shore's Lord of the Rings. Part 2. At around 2, I received a message in Elvish from my friend and carrier pigeon, Timothy, that my assistance was urgently needed in the downtown area. A team of college beauty pageants were being held hostage by the evil Alfred Nimrod, and he threatened to kill them all without reason unless the government handed over to him the entire continent of Australia. I knew that there was no one on earth brave enough, strong enough, and debonair enough to confront Mr. Nimrod, with the exception of myself. I quickly ran and got Elijah's sash, which enabled me to have superior strength and agility, and began running the 1,500-mile journey to save the beauty pageants. After about 3 minutes, 2 of which were spent frolicking amongst the 500-acre field of daisies near my abode, I arrived. The local governor met me and thanked me for my arrival, to which I replied, "You're welcome." I noticed that Mr. Nimrod was in an exceptionally horrible mood, making all sorts of terrible remarks and threats against the girls, warning of doom if his demands were not met. Part 3. After converting the entire city to Jesus, I began working on a plan to save the young, helpless, single college ladies. Nimrod had placed all the women in a warehouse that was known for being impossible to get in and out of. And like all superheroes, even though I was made of bulletproof material and had the cunning ability to do about just whatever I desired, I was the underdog. I entered through the front entrance in a zebra costume. This was difficult because I had to first convince the guard that zebras could speak modern English with fluency, and then convince him to let me in, as I had told him I left my wallet in the bathroom a few days ago. Once inside, I took off my outer layer and lathered my enormous biceps with extra virgin olive oil to give the appearance of arduous physical exercise. I broke down the unlocked doors and walked in to confront Nimrod. Upon seeing me, he quickly threw a bottle of toxic gas on the ground at me, and all hope vanished in an instant. However, after spending an extremely long and well-acted-out scene of desperation and final resolve, Bringing to memory a convenient speech of wisdom from my mentor, I mustered the strength to stand and slowly but surely walked toward the evil Nimrod. After punching through a brick wall he had been hiding behind, I threw his body down an impossibly steep hole, saving the day. Part 4. After quickly untying the helpless ladies, I carried them all out into my arms to safety. Unfortunately, one of the girls had died because she literally melted from staring at my radiance for too long. I got like a 95 on this, by the way. After being praised with saving the kind and helpless, and being given the keys to the city yet again, I returned home on the back of Falcor the Dragon, who owed me for saving his universe in Never-Ending Story. After eating an amazing steak dinner, I sang a 4-part harmony on the ocean floor as I watched the sunset underwater. It was, as they say, the perfect day.